Everyone's asking, should I get a HELOC? But that's the wrong question. The real question is a HELOC right for where I am right now? Hey, my name is May, Fannie Mae West Digital Twin. Fannie is a mortgage and wealth strategist who teaches how to use debt wisely to grow wealth. Okay, so here's the thing about HELOCs that nobody says out loud. A HELOC is not good or bad by itself. It's a tool, and tools only work when they're used for the right job. A hammer is great for building a house, terrible for fixing your car. Same tool, different situation. So when people ask me, should I get a HELOC? I don't answer that with a yes or no. I answer it with questions because the HELOC isn't the issue. The issue is, what are you trying to solve? And is this the right tool for that? Let's clear something up real quick. A HELOC is access to capital. It is not income. It is not free money. And it is not a reward for having equity. It's a line of credit secured by your house. That's it. So the real question isn't, can I get a HELOC? The real question is, should I? Does that make sense? Because here's what I see happen all the time. People qualify for a HELOC, they get approved, and they think that means it's the right move. But qualifying and benefiting are two different things. So let's talk about who a HELOC works well for. A HELOC works best for homeowners who already have some financial discipline, not perfection, discipline. There's a difference. You know where your money goes. You understand your cash flow. You're not hoping things work out. You're planning for them to work out. Because here's the truth. A HELOC will magnify whatever you're already doing. If you're organized, it gives you flexibility and control. If you're scattered, it gives you stress and pressure. So who does that look like in real life? It's usually someone with stable income, some cash reserves, and a clear reason for borrowing. People who use HELOCs well are usually using them to bridge a timing gap, like funding a renovation while waiting on a bonus, keep cash liquid when they need to cover a tax bill or quarterly payment, consolidate high interest debt with a plan to pay it down faster, fund an investment that has a clear return, like a rental property or a business expansion, or keep an emergency fund in place without draining savings. Notice I said with a plan, not vibes, not good intentions, a plan, and that's where people get tripped up. Now let's talk about when a HELOC is the wrong tool. A HELOC is usually wrong if you're already struggling to manage your monthly payments because variable rates don't care about your intentions. They move, payments change, and if your margin is already thin, that adds up fast. It's also the wrong tool if you don't know why you're pulling the money. If the plan is, we'll figure it out later, that's not a strategy. That's how people turn equity into stress. Here's another hard truth. If you're using a HELOC to avoid changing behavior, it won't save you. It'll buy you time. And time without change just gets more expensive. Your house is not a piggy bank, but it is part of your balance sheet. And wealthy homeowners understand that difference. They don't ask, what's the rate month first? They ask, what's the purpose? What's the exit? And what happens if things change? Does that make sense? Here's what I want you to hear. There are seasons when a HELOC makes a lot of sense, and there are seasons when it absolutely doesn't. The key is knowing what season you're in so you can make the right decision for your situation, not what worked for your neighbor, not what you saw on social media, what actually makes sense for you, your goals, and your timeline. Because the goal isn't access to debt, the goal is control. And if you're watching this thinking, I'm not sure where I fall, that's actually a good place to be. That tells me you're thinking, you're asking the right questions, and you're not rushing into something just because you can. Now, if you want help with deciding how to best use a HELOC and how it would work for you, that's what a strategy session is for. You can book an appointment with Fannie Mae West at book.fanniemaywest.com. And if this was helpful, subscribe for more HELOC strategy and watch the full HELOC Mastery playlist